Hey Scrappy people, Traci Reed here today, coming at you with a page in my Life Crafted album using my new Autumn Enchantment collection with those gorgeous wood veneer from the Colorcast Designs website. It is a page about 5 things I am most thankful for this year. I shamelessly used the wood veneer as a prompt for this page. I thought it was just like the perfect page starter prompt. There is a piece of veneer that says thankful for, or 5 things I'm thankful for, and then there are 5 numbers. Very smart. So I'm using the Autumn Enchantment collection, and I have 5 photos to represent 5 different things I'm thankful for this year. You can see that I created my pages by mirroring 2 or 3 papers in the same way across the page. So I have blue on the inside and that plaid and stripe on the outside edges, and I just wanted a little bit of continuity for the base of my page since I'm going to be creating sort of, not really, but sort of a grid layout for this page. I wanted a little bit of continuity in the background, and rather than mat all of my photos on different papers or journal cards or whatever, I thought I would just make all of the papers in the background match. So I have 5 different journal bits. 3 of them are these labels and 2 of them are tags that are going to be tucked behind the photo. I did that for 2 reasons. One, because there's only 3 labels on the sticker sheets for Autumn Enchantment, and there's 2 tags. And also because it lends a little bit of variety to the page if they're not all the same. So because I'm going to hide the journaling on 2 of those photos, it just makes it a little bit more interesting. You know, I love my interactive pages, and I just like to make things matchy but not exactly the same, if you know what I mean. So I am going to build each one of these photos up on a cluster, starting with the journaling that I obviously pre-printed on these labels, and then I also have the number, and then I have a few of these stickers that I actually resized down from the sticker sheet. The beauty of digital is being able to resize things if you want to, so I resized them down, I think, to 75% of their actual size, and I have a few or I have one for each of these photos. So I am out of red line tape. I need to run to the scrapbook store and get me some red line tape. But because I don't have red line tape, I'm going to use a thin bead of glue on the top and bottom edges here. I used my tape runner on the back edge because I want the my brain is functioning, I swear. I want the tag to stop before it hits the back edge, so I just used tape runner to create a thicker adhesive so it would have somewhere like a backstop to stop against. So now I'm going to add in my 2 and its little sticker that matches as well. So the first thing that I'm thankful for this year, number 1, is a photo of Patrick and I in our keys to our new house that we bought. I am very thankful for that house, this house I should say, not because of the house itself, although yes, duh, but also because it broke a few thought patterns that I had been sitting in for a few years, and you know, it just worked out so well. Even if in the moment I was a little bit psycho, it worked out so well for us. I'm thankful for the whole process and how easy it was, how everything came together so well. The second one is obviously Libby. She has a picture of her sleeping when we just got her with Patrick. She is a holy terror, as only puppies can be, but we are so thankful for her because who wouldn't be thankful for a puppy? The third one that I'm working on here is our trip to Chicago. I surprised my husband with Rage Against the Machine tickets, very, very good Rage Against the Machine tickets, and a vacation to Chicago for his birthday. And that trip was just wonderful and magical, and I enjoyed it so much. I actually took 4 trips this year. 4 trips this year. We did a lot of traveling this year, but that was my favorite. It was just, I loved surprising him and giving him something huge for his birthday, and that was just fun. So this 4th one is my oldest graduation, and I am thankful for Not necessarily the graduation, because I don't think it was ever in question. She graduated with high marks, did really well. But just for watching the growth and change and sending one off, as it were, to spread their wings, sort of that. And then this last one is of just a photo of me that I don't think I ever scrapbooked, and it is about the stability of this year, or I guess the mental stability of this year. Not really. I wasn't very mentally stable this year. But like, it felt like even through my own mental instabilities in some ways, the year itself was very stable and calming. So that was nice. And so I needed to add something in there about not just an event, but myself. So that is all 5. And I've got them all set down, and now I'm going to use these acrylic pieces from the same Color Cast November release. And the reds and the pinks and the blue, it all matches beautifully, this collection, but I'm going to end up just using the blues and the whites, and I'm going to rearrange them a couple times, which is always shoddy and hard to do with liquid glue, but I will do it anyway because I am stubborn. I should have put these down last, but I didn't really have a thought as to what I was going to do besides these before I put them down, so this is just what happened. So we're going to put white here. So I have a white one and a blue one, and then I decided to do white and blue, all white and blue. And so I'm going to try and offset the colors so that there's like not blue right across from it. Then I realized that there's white on one side and blue on the other. I'm struggling with my own obsessive color stuff here. And the other thing that was bothering me was having a solid white and a solid blue on one side, and a non-solid, like an outline on the other side. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is varied and different because I'm a little bit crazy like that. So that is what we are doing with these these acrylic pieces that I'm eventually going to move anyway. So yay me! Because when I get these down, as much as I like it, this page does not feel done to me. It just feels like I've got things thrown around and scattered across the page. It just doesn't look finished. So I don't know what happened, but I end up turning off my camera to think and then forgetting to turn it back on for a few minutes. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit, and I'm going to have put down some of these shelves. Like, I liked the idea of these shelves and sort of library of memories is kind of what I was going for. Like, all of these photos were on shelves, and I was kind of going through the year in that way. I don't know, that's just kind of where my brain went. So I put the shelves down and I tied on some string, you can see, and that created some clusters for me to work with. So now that I had clusters in a couple of places on this page, I wanted to make sure that I'd like closed up the gaps between everything so that everything was sort of connected all the way down. So I'm going to do that by shoving in some of these flowers and things like that underneath underneath these bits and pieces, which is always hard because if you print at home, like I normally get my stuff printed at Office Depot, and it leaves a little bit of a shine on everything, which makes it easy to pull adhesive off. It's a bonus about printing at Office Depot. But these were printed at home, so everything is very porous and sticky, and so trying to get things to come up once they've been down for a little while is a little bit hard, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm stubborn. So I'm just taking some of these florals from the sticker sheets, and I'm making sure I'm not gonna cover up Patrick's head here, which, oops, nope, that's not gonna work. I'm just taking them and creating some wider clusters for each of these little number pieces and wood veneer pieces, just trying to expand the composition a little bit more horizontally in places where there's just not enough going on and there's too much of a space. So I did that with some flowers here, and now I'm going to be done. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Traci M. Reed. There is a link to Autumn Enchantment and a link to Color Cast Designs in the description box below if you are interested. And I will see you next time. Thank you.